What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. I was feeling a little bad about, saying that Chelsea Handler was, a bad comedian or whatever. So I was going to give her another shot. I turned that video off a little abruptly because I was just done listening to her. But, I thought we'd do a part two. Let's give her another shot. And let's see if Matt Walsh actually laughs. Let's see. And please, for the love of God, the worst thing that I hate a woman doing on stage as a comedian is when she starts talking about her asshole or something like that. They think that going right to anal sex or talking about their asshole is some form of comedy, but it's just not. It's just depressing. Let's hope she doesn't go that route.
This is from an earlier Netflix special called, the special was called Uganda Be Kidding Me.
Oh my goodness.
So we're off to a rocky start here when it comes to finding a funny joke, but let's not judge a book by its cover or its title. And listen to this.
Gay guys give the worst advice. Same people are like, oh, have you bleached your asshole? I'm like, what color is it? I didn't know there were...
I didn't even know she was going to start talking about assholes. I promise I didn't. And then here she is talking about her asshole. I just threw that one out there. I didn't even know she was going to be talking about... She's really talking about her asshole. I've heard other comedians, white female comedians, talk about their asshole, and that's just where it came from.
The bidet is the best thing ever.
Yeah, you gotta get to
Really?
get a
Yeah,
washlet. It's like a
that's
thing you
my-
put on your toilet.
I mean, you just
Okay.
have a warm stream.
yeah.
Just
I was just
endless.
talking about this because I like anal sex and
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was big into this. I remember that.
No matter how you give birth, the doctors all tell you, and it could be vaginal, C-section, they almost never come out of your butthole.
I promise, but I did not think that she was going to get up here and start talking.
There were options. Is it my color? I thought it was white. Is it not? Have you seen?
What are you, f***ing stupid?
You're like, does this person know my asshole? Has he seen my asshole? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, there are a variety of colors. I mean, there's a huge spectrum. It goes from white to yellow to lavender to navy blue. Someone has a navy blue asshole? Who has a navy blue asshole? I mean, what are you talking about? There's a spectrum. How would I even find out about my own asshole color? You know how fucking hard it is to find out your own asshole color if you're not a gay man? First of all, my asshole's a no-fly zone. So if anybody sees it, it's gonna be fucking dark out. So who cares what fucking color it is? That will be an accident. Like, oh, whoopsie, oopsie doopsie.
Okay, so this is, first of all, can I say to begin with, ew, gross. I am thoroughly repulsed right now. I feel intense nausea. That's a new one for Try to Laugh. I'm used to feeling depressed, annoyed, miserable while watching these, but this is the first time that I've experienced a profound desire to go back in time and gouge out my own eardrums to stop myself from having to listen to that. But mainly this is just sad. Here's like a 52-year-old woman on stage.
Chelsea Handler is 52. Oh my goodness. I knew she had that show back in the early 2000s, so she is probably that old. And she's up on stage talking about her. Oh my goodness. This is how you know that, she doesn't have a family or any kids or a husband or anything like that to, make jokes about them. So she talks about her. Oh my God. Oh God.
Stage, shouting about her asshole. The things have gone poorly in your life when that's what you've been reduced to. I doubt that, I could be wrong, but I doubt that Chelsea Handler as a young woman dreamed of the day when she could stand on stage and talk about her asshole in front of a crowd. But here she is. And it's depressing to watch. Taking aside the physical revulsion, the main feeling you get when you watch Chelsea Handler, it's sort of like the feeling you get when, maybe you've experienced this, when you see like a middle-aged man by himself waiting in line on opening night for a Marvel movie on a Friday night. It's very tough to see, tough to be around. And that's how I feel watching this, but we'll charge through. Let's go, let's try to find something that isn't quite as anatomical. And this is Chelsea Handler. The clip says babies. This is Chelsea Handler's take on babies.
I promise I didn't know she was going to start talking about her asshole. I mean, and like, what is even the joke? Like that there's lavender assholes out there. I mean, I'm not really finding that funny. Like the guy talking to you about bleaching your asshole. I mean, I don't really get how that could be funny. Like I really don't. Maybe it's because it's a female talking about it to a gay guy. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the joke. But man, like Chelsea's fans have got to be some like ride or diers or something like that, because they laugh at everything she says. Jeez.
So let's see what she has to say about that.
I don't think it's okay for anybody to have a baby. Britney Spears, I don't think it's okay to have 2 babies and then run around town showing off your hot pocket to everybody. I think having a baby is a huge responsibility, okay? It's like a 5-year commitment, and you need to be ready for it. I don't like people who act like they have a baby and they act like they did something the rest of us can't figure out, like you took a special test or somebody. Anybody can have one. If you can't have one, you go buy one from another country, you know? It's like, oh, I'm a mother now, Chelsea. I'm a mother. I could have been a mother too, okay? 3 times. But I made the right decisions.
And there it is. There she blows. We get the obligatory abortion joke. Emphasis on the scare quotes. Yeah, I thought it couldn't get more depressing and pitiful than her screaming about her asshole for 20 minutes, but now we have her bragging about killing her baby. See, this is what you always get from feminist comedians. First of all, for the most part, they're terrible people. So that's the first problem. Second, they think that being edgy means simply saying inappropriate things. Forget about punchline, just say something inappropriate. And of course, you mix in, every time she uses the F-bomb, you can tell she's very impressed with herself. That's not edgy. It's certainly not interesting or funny. This is the edginess of a 14-year-old boy who scribbles the word sex or something on the bathroom stall. And in fact, Chelsea Handler has, it would seem, I'm guessing, been inside many men's bathroom stalls. And that's clearly where she gets her inspiration. Now, I haven't laughed so far, to say the least. I actually am concerned I may never laugh again after watching this. But I know that the criticism I'll get, and I got with the other 2 videos, is that I cherry-picked the bad material. You know, I was biased in the clips that I chose, which fair enough. It's possible that there are hours.
I mean, if he's really getting that kind of criticism, then that's, incredibly disingenuous, because all the material that we've seen, it was on Netflix, on HBO Max, on The Laugh Factory. That's where you bring your best material. Like, if people are really saying that, then you just probably don't like Matt Walsh or something like that, or you think Matt Walsh is just going to be hating on all female comics or whatever. And that's, just incredibly disingenuous take. I mean, if you like, jokes about your asshole, then maybe you should, check yourself.
And hours of hilarious Chelsea Handler material out there, which I discarded in favor of her rambling about assholes and abortion. I mean, it's possible, right? Maybe. So let's watch. This is what we'll conclude with. We'll watch the promo for Handler's latest stand-up special on HBO. And now here, the people marketing the special have chosen the best material. This is dressed up to make her look as good as possible and to make her material look as funny as possible. So we'll conclude with this. This is our best chance for a chuckle. And I'm not looking for a laugh anymore. I'm looking for a chuckle. I've downgraded to a chuckle. I'll take even like a even that. That's what I'm going for now. If we can get one of those, then we're golden. And so let's watch this.
I mean, abortion jokes, like, those better be funny. Like, if you're gonna, throw out some abortion jokes, then you better stick it. Like, come on, like, you better have, that better be like the best written joke that you have, because like that's an incredibly sensitive topic, and you can get a lot of flack for that. And if it's not funny, it's just awkward that you're sitting here talking about yeah, you've had 3 abortions. I mean, it's just like, come on. And the whole time she was telling that joke, it just seemed like she was just mad at her friends or whoever was bragging about being a mom to her. That it seemed like she was just jealous of the woman that has a child. And she's like, well, you're a mom? Like, I don't care. Anybody can be a mom. I could have been a mom. Like, that's what it sounded like to me. Let's get into this promo.
And we're golden. And so let's watch this.
Stop thinking about what you expect out of life and start thinking about what life expects out of you. It's a really tricky time right now. I figured it was time to go to a real therapist. He said, I think you lack empathy. Like a Republican?
Like a psychopath?
The thing is, I like older men. Which brings me to the strong and deep sexual feelings that I have developed for Andrew Cuomo. I want him to flatten my curve, and then I want to flatten his curve, and then I want us to apex together. Spirituality is fine with me as a component of your lifestyle. I feel spiritual when I'm on mushrooms. I've done every drug. Unless there's a new drug that came out this morning, I've tried it. I took my SATs tripping on acid. I didn't get into college, but I had a great time taking that test.
Oh my God, like now she's talking about drugs. Like, it is just not funny to hear an old lady saying how much she's taking drugs. I mean, it really isn't. Like, especially when I found out how old she is. Like, then it just all started to get, awkward and weird. Like, especially with all the I'm the cool aunt jokes. I've taken this kind of drug, or I've taken that kind of drug, or here's my asshole color, or I've got this kind of boyfriend, or but whatever. Like, sounds like she's just literally like bragging to your best friend or something like that. Like, you do drugs? Like, yeah, me too. Like, I'm a drug taker. Like, Jesus Christ, woman. Like, this is sad. This is just sad, and I don't get why people think this is funny. Like, obviously, people who think this kind of stuff is funny are the people who are kind of just like her. You relate to your favorite, celebrities, right? So, I mean, yeah, I guess if it's for you, it's for you, right? I can't really knock it.
I'm growing. They're called baby steps.
Chelsea Handler Evolution is the name of that special. So this is her evolved. This is the culmination of her whole career. Is that. You see, I didn't cherry pick the bad ones. If anything, I played the good ones. It's only downhill from there. This is so aggressively unfunny. It's almost impressive. How could someone be a professional comedian for decades and never manage to say anything funny, ever? It goes back to what I said, especially when you watch that clip, about Handler being the weird aunt sort of figure, because here she is bragging about doing drugs, trying to impress your cousins.
Exactly.
It's maybe enough to make you laugh at her, but this, for me, because of my incredible empathy, I just feel bad for this miserable, bitter, lonely woman who is falling apart on stage and telling us about the color of her anus. I do not laugh at that. The mission fails again. But we will carry on and try again next time.
Okay, I think I did pretty good at not laughing at that one. Yeah, Chelsea Handler, not my cup of tea. Not for me. Or Matt Walsh, apparently. I thought Matt Walsh was funnier with his takes on her bits. I mean, it's just, honestly, it gets sad at a certain point when you're still talking about things that 20-year-old comics are talking about in your 50s. Like, I don't think people really want to hear a 50-year-old woman up on stage talking about the color of her asshole and taking drugs. I just don't think that people want to hear. It's too cheap of a joke. Like, it's too easy to make funny. I'm not going to sit here and try to make that kind of joke to prove a point or anything like that. But Stevie Wonder jokes, taking drug jokes, come on, bro. Like, those are just way too overdone and just not really creative. You can't tell me that this woman is funny unless you live this kind of sad life or unless you want these kind of things out of your life. To not be married at 50, to not have children at 50, have had 3 abortions, known for taking drugs, and that's pretty much it, and being on stage and just making people laugh. Like, if that's what you want in life, it's going to be a sad life. But, you know, hey, Chelsea Handler looks great for 52, doesn't she? Peace out.